Please, the show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good night, good night, good night, good night. Welcome to another episode of our Meals podcast. Obviously, you know I am your host, the voice. Once again, we were out for 2 weeks, but now we're back at it again. We have two gentlemen with us tonight. We have Mr. Ryan Lawson. How you doing,
Bless,
boy?
blessings. I'm good.
You sure you want to wear that
Rough.
Chelsea jersey, there, brother?
Yeah, new era.
And then we have none other than I call him Mandingo. I don't know, you guys probably doing something like that. But we have Mr. Levon with us.
Alright, bro, what going?
Oh, one.
Brother, you need a phone stand no man. You and this thing drop now go work.
Level 4 stand, brother. All right. Just three of us tonight. We're a gentlemen have, take care of baby, take care of wife, take care of, other little duties. But we still have to talk the topics, right? So Ryan, you gave me some topics. You gave me some topics that you wanted to discuss. Very interesting topics. One of them very controversial. I don't know how we attack that one, but
Yeah,
we'll
for
talk
real.
about it. But the first one you want to talk about is teenage pregnancy, and if I think you had asked if we accept it, if we're for it or we're against it, right? So I'll give
Not
you the
pregnancy.
what was it?
Dating.
Teenage dating. My fault. Teenage dating. If you're for it or against it, perfect. That's even better, right? So I'm going to let you start and you tell us, what you think, and then obviously, we'll chime in after.
Well, I remember I'm going to work one morning and I was listening to some morning radio program and
Mm-hmm.
that came up as a topic and I was intrigued by their discussions and I was like, okay, Jamaica don't really have a dating culture. Like vast majority of Jamaicans don't date. They ask them to do a random vox pop out there. You'll be surprised of how much of them, regardless of the society or their societal standings, don't really date. So I was intrigued by that being a topic. And when I listened, some of what they said made sense in that at the end of the day, your child more than likely will grow up and go into a relationship. And you as a parent, you should always want the best for your child. So um, the thinking behind their discussion was that over time, it don't make any sense. You try shelter your child from everything because you can't. So it's best that you have the discussions when it is the right time because you don't make sense you have a child who date at 13, 12, that kind of too young. So you kind of figure out when is the right time and to guide them along in terms of relationship and so forth because at the end of the day, a child will become an adult and they will become involved. So it's best to just find out when is the right time and to guide them as best as possible. So I agreed with that opinion.
All right, Levon, what do you think?
I think I'm in agreement with Ryan. Reason being, though, what sense does it make you have them sheltered, Zena, and then I'm just judging it based on how I grew up and
Uh,
based on what I saw. You shelter them and get behind your back when you're not there, you're gonna do stuff.
uh,
Because I mean, they finally get the chance to be out there. Always hear about peer pressure. Yeah, she have a friend over here, and her friend I say, well, me have my little boyfriend that's so rate it, and then you know that whole shenanigan go on. So Zine, I think it's best served that have a conversation, show them the levels of things, how things stand out, and what can happen, what will not happen, and those things. So it give them a guideline to follow
Mm-hmm.
instead of just completely shut it down. Because again, you shut it down, they go out there, they get pregnant, and then you see one is going to turn around and chastise them. While in which you could be there and having conversation and telling them, say, all right, this route, if you go right here, so this is a possible thing that can happen. Because I've had conversation with mothers before that says that, yo, have them son, have them son. And once they reach a particular age, let's provide them with condoms. Why? No, say, yeah, you don't know, say, as a boy, once you reach a certain age, you know, brother,
Mm-hmm.
can say your skin start burn. So you start
Mm-hmm.
feel things. So you
Absolutely.
as a parent to provide certain things, prevent, certain things from happening. Provide them with these stuff so they can actually have safe sex and those sort of things, because eventually as teenagers they're going to be engaged in those stuff. Yeah, you might tell them say don't do it and don't do that, but I think as parents it's best to have a 1v1 conversation, get close to them to understand how their mindset is, what they're about right now, and then they just get along from right there.
It's funny you said that, the other day I was reading, well, I did Liam during my teenage years. Never had a boyfriend throughout high school. LOL.
Shocking.
Is it shocking? Most, to be honest, there's a lot of females I know that never had sex during high school, never had a boyfriend during high school, just live the teenage life.
Yep.
That's all they did. Just live the teenage life. And what's funny is that the other day I was reading Dear Pastor, and a mother said that she found out that her daughter started to masturbate, right? And she was losing it, and she was telling her daughter, hey, don't lock the door anymore. You don't need no privacy, because she feel like every time she lock the door, that is what she's doing. And I definitely agree with you guys, but I think parents, I think you have two kind of parents. The parents will do what you do, and then the other parents will want control, they want to walk you into the marriage. So they want to walk you into dating. All right, when you reach 21, then you can date. When you move out of my house, then you can do this. And then after that, then you have to find a husband before you have sex. Don't have sex, and them tell you all of the little bad things about it. But for me, teenage dating, listen, again, as Ryan said, I don't think Jamaica have a dating culture. Me start talk to woman from before me even teenager. You understand me? And you give a big chat, you give one chat,
Oh,
and
well, and then around the same what they say that in Jamaica we date backwards. It's sex and then get to know the person after.
I think so.
It's the truth.
yep, yep. So so where that is like, I just believe that, as you guys say, as parents, your job is just to guide. That's all you can do, right? Again, if we have a son, obviously, the way our society work out, life is not fair. So my son will always have more leeway than my daughter. I just saw it go. I just saw it work. I can't tell you why or how or whatever. I just saw it work because, again, women. I can't tell you why, because women just have more to deal with. They must have a lot more, and they're more susceptible to a lot of stuff, right? So I think, when you reach of age, I'll say 13, around 12, 13, you start getting a little
I
bit
can
curious.
tell, sorry, not to cut you, I can tell you why as well, because when they mention teenage pregnancy,
Mhm.
they don't normally mention the males who get the girls pregnant.
Uh-huh.
So it's normally teenage pregnancy is normally centered around the woman. So it is more of a prevention from their end.
Uh-huh.
One of the reasons as to why the guys will get a little bit more leeway.
Oh, because of
So
the teenage pregnancy?
yeah, as I say, a woman have more to deal with that apart of what them have to deal with.
Yeah, well, that is true. And, again, when a female gets pregnant, she are the one who get kicked out of school. She are the one who can't go to school. The son still gone to school, still can have his whole life ahead of him. So I guess where that is concerned. But I'm saying, in this day and age, gentlemen, I believe that a 10-year-old now is probably a 16-year-old in my time. I think they know more. That they know more. You know, they know when I was 10, we never know nothing about a blast, TikTok and nothing. I had to run down and lick, bend down stocky, 1, 2, 3, replay. That is what I do at 10. No, these kids don't even know about that. They know about TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, all the little things, anything you want to find out, you can ask a 10-year-old and they'll tell you. So obviously they're going to be into dating. And again, I mean, I'm okay with it, right? I'm okay with it. Whether it be even teenage pregnancy, you
But
know,
since we're on that, right?
huh?
Since we're on this topic, my
Yeah.
question to you is that you have a son,
Mm-hmm.
you have a daughter. Um, at what age would you say it's okay for your son to bring over a female friend?
A female friend.
Yeah, you as a father, remember that you've been there, done that, so you know what I mean by this. You know, saying that just means that you're just a friend,
At what age? At
and you'll
what
be
age?
okay with it.
So at what age him can bring over a female friend when him display that he can make the right or he can make good decisions with the female friend. So again, if you're gonna have sex at the time, you're gonna know say all right then you have to use a condom.
Bro,
Okay.
a lot of fathers will tell their son a disappointment. So what if him perpetually not show that? He reached 25 and he still not show you that. Then what?
Because I read, watch it though, because remember Kim just saying that them picking nowadays, when
Yeah,
the 10 is like them brain, they're 16. So
yeah,
you tell me say yo, let's say your son understand the levels of thing by say the age of 13, 14.
yeah.
It's okay for him to bring over a female friend.
Female friend come over, yes, but no lock up in a room, no bolt door, no living room, watch TV on the computer, that. When you start
Yes, staying at
getting
the
up,
public eye. Staying at the public
yeah
eye.
man, more see
People
you.
can
When we
walk
come out
past
of,
and see.
So about when you gone on the road?
huh?
What about when
No,
you're
so
gone
that's
on
the
the
thing. No, that
A
can't.
chaperone after that. Yeah, man.
Yes, somebody must be there. Like, and again, it's not only about, it's really and truly for also protect my son as well. Because you
road?
don't know what out there can happen, what can be said. Oh, him try to do this to me. And,
Correct.
there's just so much out there. And again, sex is something that, I've always said sex close judgment, right? So, little boy, 13-year-old, you get on and all of that, you start lose head, you don't know what going, you do all kind of foolishness. So have some supervision there in the building. When you start reach 16,
Mm-hmm.
17, all right, then you can get a little closed door. Still no sleeping over though, but the door can close a little bit or you can draw it up, right? No, if you decide at 13 years old you want to do something behind my back without my knowledge, I can't make you for that. I don't know because at 13 I was doing things behind my mother back because she didn't know about, and I just saw it go.
All right, so flip the script now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say is a daughter you have. At what age you can bring over a male friend? Introduce a male friend to you. Say, Daddy, this is my boyfriend. Blah blah blah.
This is my boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Probably around the same. Probably around 16, 17.
Hmm.
Yeah, probably around 16, 17.
18.
Huh?
18.
18 for you?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's around 16, 17 for me. And this is why. Again, I'm looking like I don't want to be an old dad. So I don't want to be thinking when I was born, what happened at my time. I want to be with the times. What is going on now? I want to be current.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said, hey, I want to stay current. So as a parent, I want to stay current. So again, 16, 17, I believe, okay, hey, you and I talk about this. We know the effects of sex. We know pregnancy. We know STDs. We know everything that can possibly happen with sex. Okay. We also know on the other side of things that, hey, you might, they with this youth, him only want to hear certain things, but he might pretend, say, so I outline everything to you. And then at 16, 17, we say, hey, I am here if you need anything, but go out there and make wise decisions. That's all I can do.
I mean, you're the host, boss, but I just have a few questions
Yeah,
that
yeah,
just.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I remember also, we grow, the
no problem.
parents grow their children not for themselves, but for the world. So the
Mm-hmm.
world, they're go out there, go face real life.
Yep.
So why not just grow them for face reality?
Yes, absolutely. Again, we like, I see a lot of parents. Perfect example what you guys told me earlier. I had a neighbor, man, and this woman would never let her daughter leave the house. Never. She have camera outside of the house, so the daughter can't leave the house. And the daughter get one bus, just one bus. She never get pregnant, but she had sex with multiple guys after that one bus because she just wanted to see what it felt like to be free. Like when I run a prison, when I run a that. So again, you talk to your child. Obviously, I'm going to be a little bit easy on the son than the daughter where that is concerned. But you talk to your children, you let your children know what it is, you let your children know what you've been through, you share little stories, and you let them know, say, hey, I am here. You leave that open line of communication. You want to make it seem like you're there for them than you're scolding them. And I think,
I see where Michelle mentioned something about the double standards or something like it's real. Yeah, it's real across both genders
yeah,
because I also see where the mothers tend to be tend also to be more lenient with their sons than their daughters.
yeah,
So it cut across genders.
yeah. So this is what I think, Ryan and Levon. I think life is a double standard. Like it just is, right? And we can try and say because again, persons who have more money always tend to get the better side of life. They always get to get the favorable decisions, the favorable things. Persons who
Yeah.
don't have as much money find it harder, have to fight harder. Persons who dress up in a them nice suit and so, they're looked on differently than if they're in a material pants and shirt. I just saw it go. Right. So
Uh,
these are things that I just believe that we have to deal with, as human beings. And again, these are things that you tell your children as well. For interest, when they're going out in the world, they understand that. When your daughter is going out there, she probably gonna wonder why is it that her brother is being treated differently from herself. These are things that she must know. So, that's what I think.
And on the basis of that, right? Would you
Yeah.
say that life for a female is harder than the life of a male? Seems as we're on the same argument now, because
Yeah.
he point out that things might happen along this line. So which one of them you think
harder
life
in
is
what way though?
right across the board?
Because life right now for a female in Jamaica is pretty good compared to a man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why, because the vast majority of managers in Jamaica are women. The last number was 60%.
Oh,
And tertiary is 70% women. So they're really, the barriers that used to exist don't really exist anymore. So
So
harder in what way?
so I think I believe there's arguments to be made for both. If we're talking about how we're viewed by the world, again, I would think that, and in Jamaica, I would think that life is harder for a female than a male, right? And reason being, again, when if a female wear a short shorts, let us not play ourselves. Automatically,
I go
it
look.
gets sexualized. Automatically,
Yeah.
we start. Men start things say, oh, that she pierce her tongue. Oh, this can't fashion. You must do this. You must do that. And then they're judged more harshly. Again, we talk about the pregnancy thing. You can't go there. The margin of error is a lot less for a female than it is for a male. If we go professional wise, where Ryan talk about, I think it's easier for a female, in that part. I think, and a lot of persons don't like to hear it, but it exists. I think where promotions and those things are concerned, I think it's easier for a woman to get promoted than a man. I think a woman can get promoted on various things that
Mm.
really don't do with performance. A man, really and truly, yeah,
Work performance,
huh?
work performance.
Yeah, yeah, work performance. Yeah, work performance,
Or even
right?
if it's an informer.
Yep. Yep, either that, right? So I just think that, professional, and then obviously when you go there, let's just talk about socially now, right? When you go socially, when you go at the club and all them things, I think women have life a bit easier than men because again, the first thing a man want to do, yes, see the kiss, you know. If you say kiss, that means you must know, right? Because again, I've seen women who, have moved up the ladder really quickly. Some say it's hard work. Some tell you straight up, say, hey, I have to get to the top. However, I need to get to the top. If I have to sleep with Tom to get to the top, I'll do it, right? And I just think it's easy and that way, where men and women are concerned.
The basis on which I come from is that, all right, check the level. Seeing you have a male and you have a female.
Mm-hmm.
The woman I work at, so she work at one of the party company, them seeing, and she
Mm-hmm.
work at Tasty. You go hear say, oh, she all working and this and that, and she goes out to ensure that she have a job. No one there done when a man do that. Stereotypical, then say, oh, the man a cruff.
But man,
Same a
Mm-hmm.
waste man.
Yep.
So
But
that's what I'm saying that, yo, if I check it in the working world, it's harder for a man than a
no,
woman.
you see, yeah, when a female becomes a woman, I think it becomes easier. When they are becoming a woman, it might be harder.
yeah, and I just think generally, women always have more help. I think they just have more help, right? They just have more help, more
I
people.
said that exact same thing to somebody last week.
But I look from my bone, them brother. But but
That
I look
brother, yeah, man.
from my bone. Yeah,
As I say to
but
them, remember some man always a local man, my brother. It's
yeah,
rare that you gonna find a woman just brave enough to come up to a man and say rate it and willing to
the,
buy a man things.
yep.
While on the contrary, a man is willing to do that for a woman,
Every day of the week and twice on Sundays, brother.
which is right.
Yeah, they are definitely willing to do that. So I think, and a lot of women out there, and again, yeah, we have this new thing that's come out, the whole OnlyFans thing and all of them something. Again, if you look on, the traffic, it'll work out better for women because we
By
want,
far.
we want to, obviously, you want to see all go on and, I mean, when I go in on which gender is superior and who are the prize and all of that because, women think they're the prize, but I think I'm the blasted prize too. Right? So throw away a prize. You alone
That's
can't be
me. I was
prize.
through a cabinet.
Can't disagree with that.
Yeah, yeah. So I just think I think it really and truly comes down to perspective, and it just comes down to you know who you're asking. But I think if I was supposed to vote out there, I would say I think women have it easier than men. I think men we have to
Agreed.
jump through too many holes in order for gain some success and gain some traction.
Agreed upon.
All right. So next topic now, that Ryan, you know, threw out to me is that if body count, if body count is a thing that devalues women, right? And Ryan, I'll let you kick it off, right? Because obviously, most people know my views on body count. But we'll go around and we'll talk and see, if it, and we can talk about both gender. We can talk about if it devalue the woman,
Yeah, man.
devalue the man, right? But go ahead, Ryan.
You want me just lump the both of them in a one in terms of you mentioned I just am talking about the woman
You can talk
aspect
about
of the
the
thing.
talk about the woman first. Talk about the
All
woman
right, no
first.
problem. Personally, it depends on what we're talking about here in terms of devaluing. For example, if a person hear that says such and such, depend on a video, and the community have a prayer, which includes women as well. We're in prayer and say, oh, other girl did it upon the video, or whatever. So like, so it will contribute to, if you want to call that devaluing, because I mean, it's not only men that are guilty of judging women who have high body count, even though we might be the main one because we asleep with them and we have the conversations about them body count and whatever it might be. But I think it's a societal thing in that if it is that a woman upon a video get battery or whatever it might be, people go and judge her because of that. So it contributes to that, I would say.
Okay. Levon, what do you think? If it devalues a woman, right?
All right. Why? I look on it from this perspective. I always have the opinion that it's woman would whether value themselves or devalue themselves, because if a woman value herself that much, she's not going to have a high body count. She's not going to, right? But does it devalue her? Yeah, because of society perception, because of you already knowing what she has been through, and you yourself look at it, Kims. Well, your perspective is different, but a lot of men would say that they know say that girl they over there have like 30 man already. Enough man now go and go there, brother. So that within itself already devalue her. So if you check it from that standpoint, I think it does in a sense, but you might have one and few men that don't really care about it. They just want to ensure that their body count, they don't business about the rest of body count.
Okay, so let me ask you now, really quickly. So, does it devalue us as men, though? So then, what is the standard, right? So if we're talking about body count, then what is the standard for body count where the quote unquote woman still has a value, right? Because if a woman, let's say a woman is 35, she broke her virginity when she was 18. That's freaking 17 years, boss. Tell me, tell me a number that could say this woman still has value to you. And
Right,
then,
you want to shoot before me?
I can answer, yeah, sure, I can answer because I mean, if I can hear no relationship history, that I go tell me say that sleep around a lot. That I will never gather from it.
yeah,
So
but if she was, but if she
if it
was
is that you're in
single,
a relationship, you're less likely to be having sex with a lot of people compared to if you are not in a relationship. So if she's 35 and me not really hear she talk about, oh, I was in a past relationship, or she ever tell me say, boy, she never really have a relationship like that and she's that age, me gonna be like, so where that do all of this time? You must been doing something. That's how we gonna think. It might not be the case, but immediately it's just like your work history. If you apply for a job and they look at your resume and you have a big period where you weren't working, they're going to look at you and be like, so you're this age now. Why weren't you doing something leading up to this age? You were not working anywhere, or you were working, but you was at this place for 1 year, that place for 6 months, and that place for 5 months. And then after 4 years, we don't see you working. It going to raise a red flag. So that's how I look at it from that aspect.
that's,
Huh?
that's how you look at it. All right. Put up a Michelle comment there, please. Put up a Michelle comment. So Michelle is saying the high body count signals inability for having long, meaningful relationships. That's how I look at it. So let me tell you something.
Pretty much the flip of what I just said. She just said the other way around.
Yeah. So let me show you something, boss. Let me show you how this thing is foolishness, and it will always be foolishness. Like I think we place value on nonsense, right? Obviously, when I disrespect on a perspective, but just I say, just a totality as a society, but you can place value on nonsense, right? It's hard for me to say a woman who sleep with, let's say, may I get the same example? She break her virginity at 18, she's now 35. I'm saying if she sleep with 40 man, her value is probably now higher than ever for me, right? Because no, let's break it down. Where value is concerned, you know what I'm looking for in the value? I'm looking for loyalty. Does she have that? Right? I am looking for stability. Does she have that? I'm looking for Financial literacy. Does she have that? I'm looking for, hold on, Ryan. You can remember when you're ready. I'm looking for mental stability, emotional stability. Does she have that? That is where I will associate my value. Because guess what? A woman can sleep with 3 million men, right? And she come to you. Let's say she was living in the United States for 15 years. She sleep with 3 million men over there. So you meet her now, Ryan. She have all the qualities what you want in a woman. And she tell you, say, well, babe, I only sleep with 4 men. There is no way in hell for you to quantify how many women, how many men this woman sleep with. No way in hell. But what you're looking at are the little factors that I just tell you. The loyalty, the communication, all of that. You can't tell me, no, so you have to say, well, let me go over to America and check our records and check this and check that. There's no way. So hence, I can't place value on that. If a woman is honest enough to tell me, say, boy, Kim, guess what? 1,000 man me sleep with him. May I say, all right, babes, what go on? Tell me, we talk through it, and then say, all
Yeah,
right,
1,000+1.
listen, me a bit 1,001. Let us do this thing. Because again, I don't place value on things that, because again, she can lie. She could have tell me say a 1, she could have tell me say a 2, she could have tell me say a 3, right? So again, why would I place value on just what a number is? And again, Jamaican men have a thing, and after this, Ryan, I'm gonna make a response. Jamaican men have a thing where, boy, if that the man they go there, boy, we can't go there, we can't. Why you can't go there? Again, I've said it. I've had multiple pictures of females who have slept with in the past, right? Naked pictures, videos, all of them something. And after me and them stop talk, like me and them stop talk a month now. Then I look on the picture, I look on the video, it does absolutely nothing for me. I don't have the woman anymore. So only thing left for me to know, I delete it. So if she end up talking to another man and me have that video, what is that video doing for me? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely, what am I going to look on the video? Oh, what am I not no more? But Jamaican men love hold on to them thing. The boy, Levon already got it, Ryan already got it. Well, guess what? Kemar freaking never got it too. And me,
Well, me now got if yo, but tell her Dina brother, if me know say you or Ryan already have sex with that girl.
No. But we're not talking about Uno per se. But we just say if I know of a guy, like even if we don't know them, but them say, yo, Tom from around the street got it, or Jack from around, like it doesn't matter to me. What are your core principles? What are your ideologies? Where are we going? Are we compatible?
All right, so watch again. Watch it.
Well,
Watch
on man, more
stick up. Stick up.
I don't want to forget another say. What go on do?
All right, watch it. See, since I was over there, so I could say, yo, the man run this was a literal waste man. Man have no ambition, nothing whatsoever. And then this said woman got lay down with him. Zane. Wouldn't she already devalue herself in that sense, knowing that yo, this man have no outlook in life, like nothing at all. Literal waste man. Just go up on corner, rub out and miggle, and that's it. And this woman lay down with that man for years upon years.
No,
Levon, you're comfortably enough to be with a woman like that.
Levon, and I think Ryan have said this before. Life is not linear, boss. It's just not. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about compatibility. Let me tell you something about people, brother. A woman can be there. A woman can be what we call the most unattractive woman, the most uneducated woman, but she just does something for that man. She bring that man in a particular space, in a particular mental space where no other woman can get. And this is where he feels safe. This is where he wants to be. And only can say, oh, boy, she not on a job, boy, she not on education, boy, she just do this, boy, she just do that. But again, when he is around that woman, he is the happiest man in the world. And flip side, same thing with the woman. When she's around the man where robot him and Miguel, the peace and the love and the appreciation that she's receiving from such man, she's never getting from the...
Bro, watch it again,
She has never gotten it from the man who tie and make a bunch of money. She's just never gotten it. So again, people will always gravitate to where they feel like they belong, and I can't judge somebody for that. But I just can't do it.
But here's the thing. I hear you mention two things in terms of a woman. You mentioned a high number. But you said 3 million, but let me say 300.
Yeah.
There's no way a woman can sleep with 300, man. I'm going to tell you, say a 2. What kind of conversations you and that person have before you and them reach a relationship? What were the conversations? There is no way you and somebody bonded, form a relationship, and she sleep with one bag of man, and at no point she mentioned anything about her past. For her
No,
sleep with so much, for her sleep with so much man, she don't have to have stories, brethren. So she might unwittingly tell you. And now
boss,
say she have to get up,
remember you were one who
bro.
said you don't want to hear no story, you know. You were one of them who say, yo, you
No,
don't
but
want to hear no story.
no, Mr. Mention the type of story I don't want to hear.
Okay.
Mention the type, but I'm saying there will be conversations that give you an idea as to her past. So I don't know what kind of conversations you're having or not having for you to not, for her to have a extremely high number and tell you two, three, four,
All right,
and
Ryan.
that makes sense.
All right, Ryan, you meet
Oh,
up.
hold on, I'm not finished. And you also mentioned two other things. You mentioned, I think you mentioned loyalty and stability. If
Yeah.
a woman have such a high number, she have none of those. Because
Rubbish.
for
Rubbish.
you to have, hold on, you said, I could say she sleep with 100 man in 18 years, 17, 18 years.
Yeah.
That's over 5, 6 man a year. So
Yeah.
there was no loyal, you obviously were not in a relationship. And if
Okay.
you were not loyal. And that is not a stable number. That 5 in a 1 year, 6 in a 1 year, not
That's
what is
not,
stable about that. Where you
that's
get
not
stability? Where do you get stability out of that?
all right, Ryan.
Tell me how you get that out of that.
Ryan, listen. So again, I'll tell you, if someone wasn't loyal in 2016, doesn't mean that in 2022 they can't be loyal. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Okay,
But
so
again,
what lead you to believe that? There's
well,
no history. There is no
well,
history of that person ever being that. So we're going to go by
but I
faith.
don't need. But why am I need?
You're going by faith.
I don't need history of that. Why am I need history of that?
Okay, so you're going by faith.
All right. Okay, Ryan.
Hopes and dreams.
Okay, all right. So let us say. This again. I look on two sides of the coin. So let us say this. Let us say I have been a cheater all my life. Let us say, for example, I've been a cheater all my life because probably I've just not met the woman to captivate me and to allow me to be stable and loyal in a relationship. However, I come now and I meet X. And then now I meet X and this is all that I've ever wanted. This is all I've been looking for. And all my attention is focused on this. You're going to tell me that X should use my prior history from when I wasn't serious with anybody to judge how I'm going to act in this relationship? Foolishness.
Brethren, that's like, yeah, look here, that is like so far-fetched. There's no way you move from being that type of person and you just 180 into a different person overnight. So we are talking about seem like an overnight switch up. Because you mentioned that you were that person, then I know when, what period of time it take you to reach there, so. It have to take you a period of time, and by that period of time will be a part of your history.
Right.
So there has to be something to show that you move from here to there. You don't just get up overnight and become that person that you mentioned.
Ryan, when they talk, and I tell you that you and I know and live on as
The
well.
TSA, there growth and development. Growth, you don't get up and grow overnight. You don't develop overnight.
Yeah, but again, if I develop again, if me and somebody start talking in 2021, and I was a cheater from 2015 to 2019, that is my history. Every woman I talk to, I cheat on them. No, at the end of 2019, no, me I try to change around. Now I meet this person now, let's say in 2020. I'm realizing, damn, this is the person I've been looking for, understanding this and that. And I start to change around my life. You're going to tell me, say, no, when I reach now in 2022, everything that I did in 2015 come up.
What I am saying is that change is a process.
Okay, but
so there has to be
process it differently though.
Reggie, you don't move from.
You paint the picture, Kim. It's like you say, the process is basically less than a year. That's how you paint.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. I don't think it can be.
No.
So hold on, Kim. Hold on. Listen to the period of the argument, brother. Remember, you said that 17 years, being through over 100 dudes.
Yes.
On average, 5 per year.
Yeah.
See, can that person just within less than a year just automatically become this loyal, stable, mentally, physically, emotionally, and all of them holiday
Absolutely,
within less than a year.
absolutely. Because
I
again,
disagree.
again, Levon, again, there are things out there for people to do. There's therapy sessions that people can go through. There are multiple things that people can do in order to get better and have growth and development. Let us not act like again. And I don't like from the past. I love for people to tell me, like people I'm talking to, tell me about your past. I'll never use it to judge you. No, we are moving forward. What I know from the day when we say we're going to get together onwards, that is what I'm using. That is my sample size. Not what you're doing in 2012, what you're doing in 2009. I don't really care about that. More I hear it just to laughs and giggles. But really and truly, it plays no factor in how I decide to more and talk to you or don't talk to you.
All right,
It doesn't.
it's a couple things that I kind of disagree with still. Seeing one, you said that yeah, as long as the person they're loyal and stable and all them stuff, there, yeah, you're cool. Me know you long enough, Kims, and me know say nah, they're the ugly man. All if she could have been the most loyal woman on the face of this earth, you, Kims, is not going to be with her. You want a woman
Not,
that looks
not,
as
going,
good.
not going to be with who?
A woman that is basically ugly.
No, so I don't I don't think anyone is ugly, but I might not be
Bro,
attracted
be
to the
fair,
person.
bro. We live in
No, I
a
might
world
not be
where
attracted to the
we
person.
live in a world that you have people who look better than some.
Of course, absolutely, absolutely. But I'm saying again, so that's a part of the attraction, right? So the part of the attraction is the physical part, the emotional part, etc., etc. And I'm saying that if a woman now comes to me, right, and she come to me and she has said, "Boy, Kims, you know," if she even tell me, say, Kims, last year, I'm going to use last year for example. If a woman say, last year, I slept with 30 men in 12 months for 1 year, and she tell me, say, boy, Kim, I've been working on myself, and I see where our ideologies match up. Come on, baby. Come over here, let's work it together. I refuse to use a body count to judge any woman at all. Because again, Ryan, if you meet a girl today and she sleep with 300 man in the last 2 years, and she come and she tell you, say, well, yeah, I ask her, and she say, well, babes, say I 8 man.
All right. So,
She
so
say,
Kims,
You're
watch
not
it.
man,
understanding. You're not understanding what I'm saying. So
what
we're
do
just
you mean?
going to talk about one thing alone. There will
No,
be over 2 years, brother. There must have been conversations you'll be having,
bad man.
and none of that, and nothing. She just leave out. She just happen to leave out
I,
all our past. That's what I'm saying. What are the
I, I
conversations
believe,
that you're having?
I
Fish you
believe,
tell you, fish you sleep with X amount of man and tell you one little number you believe it. But
I,
I go through
hold
the
on.
comments. I'm going through the comments right. I'm missing something about TS wrote about a woman moving from relationship to relationship to find whatever. Um,
But this one,
and she's asking if yeah, that one.
What they say, if a woman sticks with one man who beats her, dogs her, etc., she has more value than a woman who knows what she wants and is willing to move from relationship to relationship to find that. Oh, that's a great question,
That's a
Tia.
good question,
Thank you.
yeah, and I can answer it
Can
very
you, yes, can you
okay.
answer that?
Yeah, if it is that a woman moving from relationship to relationship, doesn't that say something about her and her choices? You're choosing the same type of men all the time. You
Wait,
don't learn.
wait, wait, wait,
No, seriously.
all
If
right.
it
no,
is that you're
Right,
moving
Ryan, good
around
pointer.
all the
Good
time,
pointer, Ryan.
okay. Oh,
huh?
no, no,
Good
hold on,
pointer because
Levan.
Kims, watch your Kims.
Hold on, Levan. Ryan, are you,
If you
Ryan,
get up and do the same thing
Ryan,
over and
Ryan, hold
over and you're
on.
not learn,
Ryan,
what that's the boy you?
let me ask you, Ryan, are you single? Are you single?
Huh?
Are you a single man?
Based on the definition, yes.
Okay. All right. So the last 5 women that you spoke to, right? And you and them talk and break up. Was it the same 5 women? Were they all the same?
There were similar traits.
Okay. What was the similar traits?
For some reason, the month of them born and then behavior.
Okay.
But Kims, let me try because
Like for
since
real.
you're on that, right?
Uh-huh.
If a person keeps on move from relationship to relationship, and as TS is saying that I'm trying to seek whatever, at what point does that person stop and do some self
Exactly.
evaluation and say, You know, some probably need to give this a break for a while and let everything simmer out first, and then you get back in that groove where, based on your experiences, you develop a stronger mindset. You're now better in terms of mental capacity and all of those stuff, right?
But
So at what point do we draw the line and say, here what? We need to make a self-evaluation, because right now, Ryan said the last 5 women when passed through probably have some similar traits. But me guarantee you say right now Ryan don't do a self-evaluation himself. Probably Ryan had the problem. When do we
Probably.
draw the line?
Probably.
yeah, but all right. So my thing is, so Levon, excellent point. But what you're talking about is different from what the commenter asked. The comment is only asking you. Put it up back one more time, please. What the comment is asking, who has more value? The woman who stay with the man who beat her, or the woman who leaves relationship until she finds what she wants? Which one
All
has
right. I
more
think
Well,
I
I know
can.
that.
I think both of them basically might not have the same. It depends on It depends on what kind of moving around she doing. Is she moving from that one and go to the next one who is the same, and she get the same treatment and so forth, and she not learning? And this person might be with her person and who get beat up. She devalue herself as well, of course,
okay?
and also the one who move around and not learning from her moving around. I I don't know if any of them devalue themselves any less.
Hey, put up. What is? Let me see that. And yeah, here's Tia saying, this is perfect. Y'all act like there's only two types of men. Like, she can meet, and again, I notice when we talk about women, we always like when we are trying to make a point, we always like try to box it up. Listen, she can talk to a man today who is a cheater. She can talk to a man tomorrow who is a liar. She can talk to a man the next day who is a woman beater. She can talk to a man next day who is not financially responsible. She can talk to a man next day who have criminal record. Like there's so much things where you can find out from different.
Bro, aren't they in the same umbrella though?
Of course they are.
Exactly. When we no,
No,
we're talking about no,
What's
we're
the
not
difference?
talking about
no,
no.
Kings,
no.
what's the difference
What
between a
what
cheat
you're
and a
saying
liar?
is that she might talk to a police and then she go talk to an ex-police and then an ex-police. And that's how we mean it. We mean in
No,
terms of their character traits.
no, but again, if
Character traits we're talking about all the way you described while
no,
ago
all
are
right.
character traits.
But Martin Ryan, okay. So let's say you talk to,
All
you,
right.
she talk to a man where him treat her good,
Mm-hmm.
but him beat her, right? Him treat her good, but him beat her, right? And she now stay in a relationship, so she moves to another relationship, right? When she moves to another relationship now, then that guy now is not financially responsible. So him can't take care of
Misconception.
money. Him can't take care of money. Is that the same under the same finance? Is that under the same umbrella to you?
Waste man umbrella, yes.
Misconception comes. A man cannot be taking care of a woman and a beater. Another so.
Huh? They say
He
what?
might I think what he means is financial.
Financially, yeah, I get
Yeah.
that's what he's saying, but yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm gonna put him under the same umbrella as the other
No,
man.
but no, not because you put him under the same umbrella.
No,
Mean that
but I mean there
that
might
is
be
a,
different things, but is it but what do they all come under?
The
The
characteristics
same
are basically the same. It is.
again. So basically, what you are telling me, and what you guys
different things make up character, you know. Remember, it's a
are,
character don't make
I
up by one something.
understood, right?
Yeah.
So basically, what you're telling me that if a woman talk to 5 men and 5 men cheat on her, then she didn't analyze their character right.
No, I'd question her character. I would question what she had wrong. Verse as you see at the same thing, like if we keep doing the same thing, we go and question answer brethren, you might I do this wrong or whatever. So it's the same thing.
And here's Tia saying again, how are you going to know without talking to different people? Can't know. And then she also said, y'all are ridiculous. There are so many reasons a relationship might not work. That might not even have to do with being wrong with either parties.
Huh?
Like again,
What that mean?
we're here and we're talking about we're talking about relationships like it's ABC, like it's 1, 2, 3, like
No,
it's
Kim, that's
no,
not
that
true
is
because
no, Ryan. That is what I'm getting from you.
no,
That
because we
that's
just
exactly
said
what,
different. No, we just said that we just spoke about different characteristics. So you can't then I can't then say that characteristics can be different, but they fall under a particular umbrella, and then you say is this we are be one
okay.
dimensional at the same time
All right, I'll give you a
because
perfect.
that's not the case.
All right, I'll give you a perfect example, right? A female talk to you, right? You cheat on her. Then she stop talk to you and she come talk to me. Me cheat on her. I guarantee you, me and you are two totally different kind of
No,
people. We have
you're using cheating alone.
yeah, but
90%, 98% of man have a cheat,
yeah,
basically. So we're here. So
no.
we could just take cheating out because that is a given. So me
Why
here.
is it a given though? Why is it
No,
a
so me
given?
here. Me here says a given.
I don't think
So
it's.
me,
But again,
me
Ryan,
could work with that as a given
no,
because
you can't say that, right? Because if a
well, no,
woman,
why we can't say that?
no, I'm going to tell you why. Because if a woman, what you're saying now in Ryan is that a woman must accept cheating because it's a
No, I did
given.
not say that.
No, but
Every
that's
woman I
basically
know,
what you're saying.
every woman I know expect to be cheated on. Expect. Accepting and expecting are two different things.
What kind of rubbish is that?
Is it
That
truth?
is the reality.
It's reality.
So
They
you're telling me
expect,
Kim,
no.
no.
Kim, Kim,
Not because you expect
if
me,
I
you're
run
going
a
to accept
consent,
it when
if
you
I run a
haven't.
consensus right now, I probably do a poll. Most of them are gonna say, yo, they expect man to cheat. All men are the
That
same.
don't mean that they're going to accept it, you know. But they expect it. If it happens, them not going to surprise. Or them not going to be like, oh my God, that really happened?
No,
Yeah.
but Ryan, again, earlier in the conversation, when I asked you if a woman leave one cheating man and she go to a next man and him cheat as well, you said to me that it is under the same umbrella. Them have similar characteristics. And
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
give you
Yeah, it is under the umbrella Chems, and I also said that many different things makes characteristics.
yeah,
So it can't be cheating alone where I reduce it to.
but I'm saying that hold on Ryan, but I'm also saying that a girl can talk to you like me and you. I know for sure me and you are two different kind of people,
Yeah,
completely
and
different.
so the
Hold
same
on
thing we
now.
just said.
Hold on,
You know
Ryan.
this.
So
You
I'm
know this.
saying,
You
Yeah.
hold on.
suppose.
So what I'm saying now is a girl can come talk to you and you do something and she left you, and then she come talk to me and me do something and she left me, and she not talk to the same kind of man, but she's out there searching for what she believes
And I
is
am not saying no. I'm not saying no. But there will be other character traits that that pop up that she can leave you for and they fall under the same umbrella.
All right, so Ken, let me ask you this. See, since
Mhm.
you have been probably dating
Mhm.
and keep on talking about this, right? So and blah 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 and all that stuff, right? So you constantly date and you keep on searching for different things in different females. Now, at any given point in time, didn't you take a step back and say, wonder if I'm me are the problem and not really them per se?
I will answer that question. Hold on, let me look up and see some. Let me read some of these comments. Hey, put up this Tevin Jarrett comment where him say, so if she there with get up Pete and him beat her, and she there with MP Brown after animal abuser, she could expect the MP to do what get up Pete do before them day. I guess that's a question to you, Ryan.
Oh no, but there's a thing. Um is character we are talking about your your job title and you being a getter you don't have the necessary aren't characters. Those are not characters. Those are just titles. So people are usually drawn to a person and their character. Like you would talk to a girl and she says, oh, she like man where hilarious and make her laugh and them some their character. The man who make her laugh can be a plumber and him can also be a manager. So those are not characters.
Well, Ryan,
The
the
different
female.
people are attracted to characters differently, regardless of the job they do or whatever.
Okay, but Ryan, the people in the comment section, the females especially, are totally disagreeing with you. Like, no woman is expected to be cheap. Like that is so much garbage. Like,
What?
Bro,
who?
No,
What?
Kems, all
No,
you're
no,
saying is
never.
madness, Kems. You said no
I'm talking
woman.
about the
Kems.
woman in the comment
What?
section.
No, but you said no.
But
You
they're
said no
not all the
woman.
women. They're not all the women.
Well,
I
those are
just
that's.
when I said that a while ago, I said to you, the woman them when me know. Me
I
never
don't.
said them are all the women.
I don't know one woman who get up and
Everyone when
say,
me know expect to be cheated on.
Me
Expect.
know that a woman expect and anticipate it.
Not that don't mean they accept it. That's
I'm
what
not
I'm
no,
surprised
saying.
then.
no. So when all right, so no. Again, I don't know none of them. Probably.
I do.
Hey, anytime I come back to Jamaica, let me meet these people. Let me meet
Sure.
one or two of them.
Sure.
I want to see them. I want to talk to them because there is no way you can get up in the morning. I get up this morning, hey, I expect to be cheated on today.
Come on, you're being
Okay,
ridiculous
okay.
now. You know
There
what
it is.
I know what I mean.
There it is.
Yeah, that's one. That's one.
Yeah, but to a point, you said that no, and there's
No,
one in the comments.
I said, personally, I do not know any. Me personally, I don't know
Yeah,
no,
but you
I
say
don't
all
know
the women
any
in the
woman.
comment section, so there's one woman in the comment section that is disagreeing with
Oh
you.
yeah, but I don't know any watcher.
It's just like most men. As men, most of us expect women to cheat, because man is of the notion that she always have a one at the chamber, always have that backup plan, always have the plan B.
Most man know.
so
Yeah,
so,
me not talk about man from back then. Man from
so,
back then or something.
so hold on. So here is Tevin Jarrett, and then Michelle have a great question. So Tevin is saying, like their job titles, assume their characteristics are different, Ryan. What I'm saying, if two men have two different persona but same flaw, how is the woman to know?
Me answer that a while ago too. I said that people are attracted
What
to character. So
what
not
is
because your job might be X and the other one might be Y means the
no
the characters are
no
different.
what Tevin is saying is that if they have the same flaw, right?
I get
How is
what
the
he's saying, but him say how she going to know because
yeah.
is she know how she get attracted to him then.
You don't know what she might have, I don't know, she probably attracted to something. She
People
probably
there are
attracted
things that people are attracted to, You don't get up
Sure.
today and be attracted by this, and then tomorrow you're attracted by something else, just so.
yes.
Just change your attraction every day. The
Yeah.
attraction tend to be governed a certain way along a particular
All right.
line. You might be
Yeah,
attracted to
because Kim's
a
watching.
girl.
Short
What?
Ryan. Finish
Huh?
Ryan.
No, what I'm saying is that you might be attracted to a girl who who is X, Y, and Z, and then the one that you are with might be a bank manager, and then you're not break up, and then not tomorrow, then next month you are with somebody else, and they're something else, a different job. Is not the jobs you were attracted to. You're attracted to the character of the person you met and spoke to.
All right. So, full disclosure, right? Around 10 years ago, right? Around 10 years ago, I was talking to this Ketty Bezin. I was talking to this Ketty. Again, she said one way, right? She said one way. And then I was talking to Ketty A, and she have some set characteristics. Then on the side, we have Ketty B, we have another set of characteristics. Again, same example I'm using me and you. Totally different person, right? And then we have Ketty C, not a totally different person, right? So A, B, and C, right? So right? And again, all three of them, the reason why we stopped talk, all three of them did the exact same thing, right? And again, I am saying, this is me now, 10 years ago, searching for quote unquote love, right? 10 years ago, searching for love. And I'm saying, okay, let me go for this Christian over here, and then with a different set of character traits, then I'm go for this person over here with a different set of character traits. Someone I'm still attracted to, then this person over here. But again, they still end up doing the same thing. So when you go into a woman, if a woman go talk to Ryan and go talk to Levon, she probably see something what she never seen a Ryan, but she seen a Levon. But then again, as Tevin is saying, they still have the same flaw. As you guys say.
You know what you say just said?
What?
You say you were searching. So you were willing to try different.
Okay. Yeah.
You were not, you know, like no, when you're at the stage where you said, this is what I want.
Exactly. So, but that was the question earlier. The question earlier was, if the woman is going from relationship to relationship in order to find what she wants. She is searching. So that's where the value question came in. If the woman stay and get beaten versus a woman who's going from relationship to relationship,
But
which
Kim,
one
to
has
come
the
back
more
down to what
value?
you talked about earlier, though, you know, that in Jamaica parlance we tend to date backwards because remember that them saying, no, when a woman see a man, she automatically know from first look whether she go have sex with him or not. Me always hear that from women themselves, see? So why is it that them can't take the time out to say, all right, let me just get to know this person, feel him out, see if he fits into the characteristics that I'm searching for, instead
Let
of
me
just
tell you why.
give it up.
I'm going to tell you why that is. Jamaican men don't allow that to happen.
No, but
Don't allow what to happen.
who was the passage?
Jamaican men don't allow women
Who
to
was the
take
passage?
their time. No, let's be honest. Jamaican men don't allow Jamaican women to take their time and to ease into the dating process. No.
Who said that Jamaican women want to ease into dating process?
Well, a lot of Jamaican
Who said
women who
that?
I know would love to ease into the process.
And a lot
But
of
again,
Jamaican
And
women
they're
like
shot
I know a
by the
lot
Jamaican men.
that don't date. I said them willing to date. Them just do with somebody.
Boy, I don't know
I know a
some,
lot. You
I don't know
think
some
women?
woman.
Well, you think men don't date because women want date?
I know a lot of women who
Jamaican men
want
that
dates
thing?
right now. I know a lot of women
No,
right
but
now
I'm
that
saying
is
we're
a
talking.
requirement.
Yeah. Of course, I know a lot as well. But we are talking about in terms of a general thing. You think Jamaican men get up and say, "Oh, me not gonna date because the woman they want date"?
No, I think Jamaican men. I think the culture
I think it's
is
a
so
culture. It's a culture,
yes.
and culture is both genders. Both
Yep.
genders make up a culture.
all right, so Kims, watch
Hold
it
on, hold
because
on. Before you ask the question, Levon. Before you ask the question, put up, put up, put up. Michelle comment. She had asked a question. Just I have a question for the panel. Are you guaranteed to cheat in a relationship? Please answer honestly. And I would like to sit back and hear Mr. Lawson's answer and Mr. Dingo's answer. That's what I.
She said panelist, no? You're part
I'll
of the
answer.
panel.
No, I'll answer, but I want to answer first. Are you
Guaranteed
guaranteed to
to
cheat?
cheat?
no,
No.
Yes.
No.
no.
Okay. So why are women? So I'll
I know
answer.
we alone, them
No,
no.
but since I know you guys are just answering just very short, so let me give Michelle the honest answer that she's really looking for. At this stage, Michelle, for me personally, I'm not looking to cheat, right? I'm looking for something stable for a woman of value and what I can propel to be my wife and have a family and all of that. No, if at some point in that process I feel as though this woman doesn't fit the bill anymore, then at that point in time, we have a conversation and I say, hey, I think it's best for us to part ways. If you asked me 10 years ago, I go cheat.
Okay, now is.
Shall get bun, right? I go have a side piece, I'm a side piece and all of that. But with growth and maturity and all those kind of things, and you realize that them things don't really make no sense. And plus, it's very expensive to have multiple women, right? So
Very.
no, so that's my honest answer, but not because being in a relationship mean it's a lock. When I'm in a relationship, the woman still have to work. You still have to work hard. It's not no, oh, I'm in a relationship. No, because again, for
Agreed.
me personally, I continue to try to elevate myself in multiple ways. I try to be a better man. I try to be a better quote unquote boyfriend. I try to come out of my comfort zone in certain things,
And guess what?
etc. etc.
That's what aids in a healthy relationship, and that is what let a relationship last. Because you meet a woman, Zine, and as we normally say it, she dress up in all these sexy things when she just know it's the first 2-3 years, everything sexy. Zine, all of a sudden, it's just start wear your shirt them. Like every day she get up, your shirt them, and some, as you said, bingo every day.
Yeah.
At some point, you're gonna lose the vibe, bro. So you have to try constantly improve.
Yep.
As,
Absolutely.
as, as I was saying, the only way that a human can grow is if you do a self-evaluation at the end of every day.
Yep.
So you
Yep.
look back at what you did throughout the day and say, that I could have done better here. You might give me a suggestion right now, like some of the comments I might say, so that person did say a nonsense, even though the shoot no makes sense, even though the shoot it done at first.
Yep.
So I give some thoughts to it. I might say, so that actually makes sense though. So
Yep.
that is the way you grow. So you evaluate what is going on in a relationship, and that's how you guys become stronger as a team.
Exactly. All right. But again, you gentlemen on this panel, you are evaluating based on body count. That is a part of you guys' value.
No,
Well,
because
yeah, considering
what else
that
do you know? It goes it we know only so much about a person, regardless. So you have to use what you know to form your opinion.
all right, so Ken, since as you
Mhm.
got there, so Zane, let's say she have a loyalty
Mhm.
and you get that level of peace of mind and all that stuff from her.
Mhm.
But then you decide that you're going to test drive, So now it's time for you to drive. And when you drive, you don't feel comfortable there. What do you now do?
When you say I don't like if I'm doing sexual intercourse and it's not good,
Yes, not comfortable any at all. And
um
I don't want to say what we normally say, so I'm just try pretty it
yeah,
up. So not
yeah,
feel good.
yeah. So if I'm sure we
But
can
everything is in
talk.
place.
Yeah. So so I mean, obviously there are certain elements to sex that's different for everybody, right? What you might like might not be what me like, right? However, I believe the biggest thing where sex is concerned is compatibility, right? And I believe once you're sexually compatible with the person, I believe you'll be comfortable whether it grip very tight or it don't grip at all, right? I think the sexual compatibility aspect of it is just something different, right? For me personally, at this juncture of my life, I say it all the time. I sex with a lot of emotions. So if there's no emotions there, then no sex can go on, right? So, but just to answer your question, if I go there and then we have to talk about it, right? Me as a man, I love chat, so we must talk about it. Hey, and I'm going to be honest because again, if my stroke game is not good, or if my whatever other games that I try to use, if those games are not good, like more you talk about it, right? More you come to me and you say, hey, you're too quick this time, or you're too long this time, or whatever the case is. Right? I think communication in relationships are just so crucial, but nobody want to do it. So again, what I see these people doing nowadays, Ryan prefer for go tell Mass Joe down the road, say the woman not good, instead of tell the woman herself, say she not good.
May I
Keisha
make people
prefer.
think may I make people think of me directly at talking.
Oh my. So Keisha prefer for going our group chat and text say, oh boy, Kemar only have 2 inch. And she prefer to do that than for come to Kemar within himself and say, hey Kemar, do something. And again, don't be afraid to go to any of them like a sex therapists or all them people there to improve your sex life, to improve your love life, because again, these things are very important. These things can lead to cheating, breakup, da 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 da. But again, to answer the question again, if it's not good, if it not happen, if it not work for me, and listen, I've had sex with women. I'm sure I am not great 100% of the time, right? But woman talk to me. Hey, you're never good this time. What go on? What go on? You're tired. It's whatever it is. I
Yeah,
know.
you see, because she used the history to make she know say she can talk to you and that normally she never da expect that from you. So she
Which,
was she have that
what history she use?
What
of
you have done
you,
in the past.
yeah, what you doing in the past.
With her?
Yeah. She can't
Oh.
use somebody else's history.
Oh, no, no, I'm just trying to clarify. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So again, as
Hold
the
on there.
persons are saying,
The Kish there says she gotta tell Mitch. So Kish, you gotta tell Mitch. What kind of style that?
well, Kish is saying, yeah, Kish. So again, nothing is wrong if your best friend know, but your man must know first, right?
Correct.
Your man must know first, right there and then. Should the situation not be, great for you, if you're disappointed, if there wasn't an orgasm or whatever the case is, you talk to the man, hey, this is what you need to do, that is what you need to do, right? Get away. What is?
Adrian, I say, yeah, that's something you can get her from as long as she have friends to talk to. So she
Yeah,
has little her friend then.
yeah, but that's the thing, Adrian. When I say she can't talk to her friends even, but she must talk to me first, right? I can't have a problem. I can't have a problem with my neighbor, and me I tell every other neighbor, but my neighbor, say me have a
No,
problem with him.
but Kim's watch her though.
Yeah,
She have friends, in and generally most females will know they have quite a few female friends. Seeing?
yeah,
So would you be comfortable knowing that you have your woman seeing and
uh-huh.
even though she might have said it to you,
Yeah.
but she had tell 3, 4, 5 different people, you'd have feel comfortable for lay down with that woman same way.
I'll say this. Of course, we have to understand in a level. Women talk, right? Women talk, and they're always going to talk. And I've always said, if you want a woman, only tell her friends the good things about you. Then she have to tell the bad stuff too, right? So I'm okay if she said, boy, last night me and Kemar do a thing, but boy, the boy lay him out. That's all right for me. But as long as me know, like me don't know, and then them a call me spongy and all them things. Then I say, where that come from? Like more I know. That's it. Once I know, then everything is alright. I fix it.
Because you so deal with transparency. See, I'm not gonna like reach married. Like think my body in third form high school and this girl do it and me that consider other things isn't because she'd have a heart problem. So me might reach around quarter to halfway inside her scene. I'm
Uh-huh.
say her eyes then start roll back. Me as a man was conscious of the fact say yo she have a heart problem. I stop.
Yep.
Like literally stop.
Yep.
By next week, couple of you don't power with. When no say me and her could have tell me said, girl say you're soft dog.
Yeah.
No, she never said unto me, see?
Yeah. That's the
So
problem.
so what you know, what you think me do? Revenge. And what was my revenge? She had two best friends, two
Yeah.
female. And what you think me do?
So you get both of them.
Both of them. And then them come talk back about it. Say, yo, thing up. So that made me feel good with myself now because
Yeah,
yo,
but
remember say, yo,
what we
it's when
do,
you have a reputation, brother. Can remember say, yo, you could have probably say, yeah, top man and thing in a school days and thing. You were a top guy on the campus. So yo, no news to spread say, yo, oh you think soft and blah blah blah. So you don't know say your reputation get tarnished the same, brother.
so that was really about your ego then.
Stroking my ego.
Stroking your ego.
And
Okay,
also the
perfect.
fact that yo, she never said it to me. Other man could have tell me before she herself said it to me. So yeah, me eventually throw back my ego by killing her two friends. And I didn't mean literally kill.
Okay, got it. All right. So there's another topic where Ryan want to touch on. Him go have to probably explain it because me
Yeah.
can't explain it if it sound good. So Ryan, go ahead and
Yeah, little more.
explain it, Ryan.
All right. So recently, I hear some married women were having a conversation that them find that men tend to be um, emotionally attracted to their gender, but sexually attracted to women. And their reasoning was that when it comes to sharing things in terms of life and and having certain conversations, guys will be more willing to have those with their bros, but they are mainly only sexually attracted to their women. So like they will have conversations with the wife, but it's not everything the wife will know. Like them boys will know certain things that the wives won't know. So I was listening to that conversation and I wanted to know what the woman thought of it. I know a lot of them in the comment section don't really married, but they might have been in relationships before and well, they also have the experience of life to see what has happened
Yeah, initially when I
over
said
there.
initially when I said the topic, this wasn't what I thought it was. It's a people perception. But no hearing it, seeing it could
Yeah,
be said that there's some sort of truth to this. And then you think about it, seeing it could be said that men are more willing to talk about things that they're going through with the virgin than the woman. Because the virgin will be more able to relate to what they're going through more than a woman. So for instance, saying as Kim just pointed out, say yeah, and I try seek love and all of them stuff, they never work out. So say for instance, me I go through the same thing now that me I try seek it. Now work out. So me I go to Kim and I say, yo bro, so this will go on and blah blah blah. And Kim might say, yo, so me they do this bro and this is how me get for go around this and go around that. You're not going to be able to go to a woman and have that same conversation. She's not going to be able to give you the same expertise as that Kim would give you.
So that's true. I agree with that point. But another complaint that I see the women are giving is that, all right, so say for example, a woman has said to her husband or boyfriend, say, she want to go out for date night. But
girls' night out.
no man, like she want to go out with her husband, with her man.
Oh, go out with her husband, okay.
But then domino a play round the road, right? You have men out there, but we reschedule the date night. Say, all right, babes, we can go tomorrow in order to go play domino with them bridge, right? That's one thing a woman talk about. Another thing is like where
that would equate to being emotionally attracted.
It kind of does. It kind of does.
Oh.
Are you? Hold on. Okay, look. Let me put it this way. They're more willing to be emotionally attracted. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but something
yeah,
like that.
I think the term is termed wrong.
Yeah.
I think
Well, I think they're more willing to prioritize their emotional attraction, if you want to call it. Make that become the priority as opposed to their woman being the priority.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm explaining the right way, but something like that.
All right. So again, let me give another example. Your woman asks you for $2,000. Or a woman asks you for $2,000. Right? You're a woman, let's say a woman. The woman asks you for $2,000. You start thinking about what she want the $2,000 for. What she gonna do? Not you personally, but men. Some men. What she want the $2,000 for. What she gonna do with the $2,000? I wonder if she boops me out. I wonder if she want to save your money and use my money. Those are the things. Those are the things. But your virgin asking for $2,000.
No question asked.
Yeah, man, boss. See ya. Like you're so quick to fork out the money and get to your virgin, but when a woman asks you, it's like you question it in their head, you play it back in their head, you wonder exactly what you're gonna do with the money or whatever. So I think, and I've seen many women mention it on social media, workplace, and that say, hey, it's just that the man is not gonna have sex with another man or whatever, but where the emotions are concerned, they're more emotionally available, for their friends.
I don't agree that it's emotional.
I don't agree because, more if you say no to the man them than to my woman. I'm not tell my woman no, unless me just can't do it outright.
You're supposed to prioritize it, yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of men, again,
these are things that cause breakdown in relationships.
Oh, the other thing that.
Sure.
Go ahead. The other thing that the women were saying is that men are a lot of men that they know join a lot of clubs for the kind of bonding and networking and so forth. Huh?
Yeah.
A man has go as far as to say men will form a lot of organizations like right-wing organization and them something that just to feel like they have some kind of worth and so forth.
But in defense, to defend the men though, I think sometimes women can be nagging, right? I think sometimes women can be nagging, women can be a little bit too much. And sometimes, you feel like you just need to just get away a little bit. And for example, when I sat them on, all right, let's say you guys did live close to me. And on Saturday, a big EPL morning and them little something. When we wake up in the morning, beard, do my little hygiene and so, we come link up with you and we watch EPL all day. But not to say I don't love my woman or whatever, but
And she
it's
gonna say
just
you prioritize that over. But it's a
but again,
routine. They
it's
must
just
understand the routine.
Date a woman that understands sports.
Yeah, they must understand your routine, man.
But
Because at the end, then now they're gonna start compare it or
yeah,
think it's a competition between them and
yeah.
your brethren or your sports, whatever.
all right.
All right, so question. Since
Yeah.
as we on that, let's say you and your woman have an argument, see, and
Yeah.
you already planned with your bridging them. I use the same scenario that you point out, So you had already planned with your bridging them, so you wanna go play some domino and thing later on.
Yeah.
No, as a way of making up, she just come to you later on in the day and say, leave, some know that place, I can't go try it, blah blah blah, whatever. As a makeup,
Yeah.
See? But remember that you already had planned to play dominoes with your boys. What would you now do?
I must go to the woman, brother.
Based on the question you asked me, I choose woman.
100%
Okay.
I go to the woman. Listen, again, I have absolutely zero problems disappointing my brethren for my woman. Zero issues. They'll
Then we
understand.
get over it. Look here, men get over things.
Yes, a woman that go
Imagine,
have you.
yeah, imagine, Levan. Imagine you're your woman, Vix, and then she try and make it up to you.
Mm.
But you choose to go do whatever with your virgin them over she. You like I would never hear the end of that. I mean, we can't bother with that.
Yeah, I
Right?
give our next reason for vex again.
Yeah. So if I say, yo, Levon, yo, damn, we can't link up again next week. If then you'll be like, all right, then next week. And that's just it.
Fair.
All right, so two last quick things I want to talk about before we move on. I want to talk about, as I told you guys backstage, I want to talk about the migration of the teachers, and I want to talk about the incident that happened where the lady stabbed the security guard, a Herbert Morrison, right? So we're gonna talk about the lady who stabbed the security guard, a Herbert Morrison, and because no one to respond, I'm gonna so now gonna disagree with me. Let me give my take on it first. First of all, I believe the security guard should be fired
Give the story
immediately.
first. For
Yeah?
those who don't know.
Also, for those who don't know, basically what happened, a woman, how I get it, a woman was trying to enter the property, Herbert Morrison. She can't enter it. She and the security guard catch up in an argument and she stabbed the security guard. Right? She stabbed the security guard. No, my take, the security guard should be fired immediately, ASAP, right on spot. He is not fit enough to be a security guard for a school. One. Two, the woman should be penalized to the full extent of the law. Whatever that law is, she needs to get penalized to the full extent. Now, people might ask, Kamar, why should the security guard do it? He is just protecting the school. Listen, when you're a security guard, there are certain parameters that you must follow. You're not a gun, you're not none of that, you're not a police officer. When a situation is being escalated, then what you're supposed to do, 911, 119, I don't know what's the number down there, but one of them number there. You call the police, hey, there's a woman who is entering the property and I can't control her. Make the police come, make them deal with it, right? When you are in a quote-unquote professional setting, when you are at your place of business, there is absolute zero tolerance for you to behave how you are behaving. So as a result of that, I believe that he was absolutely wrong, even though he was right at first to stop her from entering. But once you start frail upon so, this is where you remove yourself from the situation.
What did he do when she started to rail upon him?
Block her from enter. When you block woman and them thing there, and she try to go yourself, and this is you problem. Allow her to enter, do whatever. Call the police and make them deal with it. You escalate the matter, then it's now out of your hands. Now you do that. No, you could have died, and now you get stopped. So that is my take on it. You guys in the comment section can tell me what you guys think. You guys on the panel can tell me what you guys think.
First of all, we'd have to know what directives he was given. Because the fact that him don't want her to come on the compound because she dressed a certain way indicates to me that a certain directive was given.
Mm-hmm.
So me not think him would take that up on him. Well, a security, Jamaican security, they behave like them own place and support.
Yep.
In
Yep.
that situation, I think a particular directive was given not to allow such and such. So when I saw it, I thought that immediately that, oh, maybe the guy was given a certain directive and he was trying to carry out that directive and it reached here. So,
Uh,
so I don't know. But I get where you're coming from
uh,
because it's a plausible point as well. But at the end of the day, the first thing I need to know, what directives was this security given for him to be blocking? If it is that he's doing it on his own volition, then that's a different thing.
Alright, I think I'm on the side of Kim's and this one. Why I said that? Me always say it. Brother, don't go on about the workplace and go on like a your own. Even if you get directives, brother, if you see that situation is being out of your hand, I mean, you don't have no button, you don't have a gun, you don't have nothing. Lower, make sure go on. Simple, take up your phone, dial 119, make them come deal with that. They are
yep.
the one responsible for dealing with that. So, yeah, on that basis, me agree with you right there. So, she know, of course, she have a face on the folder, wounded when it tent and all of those stuff, of course. So, I think both of them are in the wrong. As long
Yep.
as, and if you get directive, Ryan, if you see that, yo, the situation is going to reach where it is going to reach, move, make sure go on.
Yep. There is, again, let's say I'm get directives, Ryan. Even if you got directives, the fact that other people catch it on video when him and her go around like them up here ring a rosy, that means that he has now escalated it way more than it needs to be escalated. Again, a woman coming in to dress a certain way, you can't come in dressed a certain way. Ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to let you in. Blah blah blah. Move, security boy. All right, move out of your way. But again, we have this thing about us, and everyone mentioned it earlier. We have this big ego where we feel like, okay, oh God, so much people out there, so oh, she a boy me up so. So now me have to do something now when them a boy me up. I'm gonna say
Save her
we
life.
not always have to react. We not always have to react to things. But tell you the other day, Ryan, about with the cricket thing when you say, oh, she see her the other day. We not always have to react right there and then. Make some things pass, make some things blow off.
No, man, that kind of different. I mean, that person went out and put out the information.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's different.
Okay. Let me see what is. Okay, let's see. I think here's Michelle is saying even police are given situations where they must allow a perpetrator to get away.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if you ever kill 5 people to get one person, is that really worth it?
Yep.
And here is Anthony Henry saying, I will never let a undressing from a female go lightly. What do you mean by that, Anthony Henry?
Go and play Europe.
What do you mean by so essentially you're saying you'll be willing to take a stab, a gunshot, or anything just because whatever she say? Come on now. I think these are things
No,
I'm
I
not
have to explain that. I have to explain that. I'm gonna get that.
yeah,
Yeah,
please explain that.
before shooting from the
Yeah. Please
explain.
and I hope this explanation is better than your predictions in a boss, cause all right. So explain that, Anthony Henry. Let me see. Explain that for us, please.
I just
Explain.
jumped to the last one before we close
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, and then the last one before we close off, obviously there's been a host of teachers that are migrating, from Jamaica, the great Jamaica education system. They're leaving to go to the United States, to go to Canada, just to go overseas, in order for better wages, better living conditions, better standard of living, more appreciation, whatever it is that they feel like they
To
need,
get in.
to get.
Right.
Um, what do you think about that, Ryan? Do you think it's a good decision? Are
It's a
you
lovely decision.
are you fearful? What do you think about the students?
It
Will the students suffer?
I think long term it will be better for us. Well, at least I hope long term it's better for us in that we start to understand that the people are serious
Yep.
and we try to pay them what they are worth. Because for too long, last year inflation was 12% and they were offering them like 2.5 or 4% to 4%, something in that ballpark, which is
Mm.
absolutely ridiculous. may not say if give them the 12%, but I mean, we've been through COVID, things go up, and you behave like nothing never happened. You things went up above the norm, so I think people pay should go up above the norm as well. So if it was always 5% you were giving, why you can't give 6 or 7% this time for a 1.5 year or two? What's wrong with that? And that's the where the education minister come out and say teachers need to save more. Save more out of what? What you're saving more from?
And come at
You pay already bad.
Invest and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Where are you invest from?
You see, because she was an investment banker, that kind of stuck in her head same way. She not come out of that institution there yet, mentally. So, but save from what? What are they saving from? It's absolutely. It was just so. She never read the room. She did everything wrong with that suggestion. Everything that she could have done wrong.
What did she suggest again?
That they can go into investment. Invest into.
She said that, yeah, because that's why they have money problem, because them not investing the money. The teachers have
she
money.
got the reaction that she deserved.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Was that the video that she said, "Can I get a round of applause" or something?
No, that was a different one.
No, the one was about Sixth Form.
Sixth Form.
She mentioned about it. Can I get a amen? No.
No.
Crowd,
Yeah.
stuff upon her. Yeah. So again, a lot of people in the comment section are saying it. Listen, I believe that once given the opportunity to go overseas legally, I believe that is something that every human should do. If
what Anthony mean, that is this year is way more than the norm. Way more. Yes, it happened every year, but this year is worse. And it's worse for a reason, because we're coming out of a COVID era.
Yeah.
And people want to be treated better and paid better.
Yep.
Well, Anthony, you're saying that there's a huge teacher vacancy in the US. Yeah, that's why it's being filled right now.
Exactly.
That's why it's being filled with all the teachers who are leaving from Jamaica, who are remember, most teachers who I know, they stay at one school 10, 15, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really move around. And I wish they.
I know the opportunities are here.
Mm-hmm.
They're moving to US to get the job, not because the job is not available. They're
Yep.
going there because it's available. It's an opportunity.
Yeah.
And if it is that your home country not treating you good enough to try their best to keep their best. We see survey come out and say we have the worst brain drain in the world, or the second most brain drain in the world. This is a part of brain drain, if you never notice. Yeah. This is a huge part of brain drain. And if it is that they are not willing, the leaders are not willing to look at this and say, boy, this is going to be very bad for us, then what will make them do that?
Yep. What you mean it's not a salary issue, Anthony? What are you talking about? It's definitely a salary issue, boss.
But the teachers them say it's a salary issue. The teachers said it.
Come on.
They said it's a salary issue, and it's also the environment that they are given to work in.
But guess what?
And when you pay bad enough and you have working out bad environment, that make it double worse.
Yep. It's like you get minimum wage and the boss when you do upstanding work. Come on, though.
Yeah, right now, Antonia reason this is worse than in prediction them.
Yeah, man, come on. No one's saying it's the only issue, Anthony. But I promise you, if they were being paid handsomely, majority of them would have stayed with the bad conditions. Because a lot of teachers who I know who leave Jamaica to come to the US, they don't enjoy teaching up here. They really do not. But they know, so well, it pays the bills. It pays way more than, and boy, I have a house in Jamaica what we need to pay for. We can pay for my house in Jamaica and still pay for my house up here and still have some little over. At Jamaica, you cannot do that. At Jamaica,
yeah. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. You have teachers what they are Jamaica right now, where they live hand to mouth, like literally hand to mouth.
Yeah.
Like literally hand to mouth. And they come in and they do whatever them want to do, and all them ask, when them have to deal with someone who know bad breed pitney, as them would have say, the bad breed them will come to school and give me a trouble, and all them get a little, little and nothing, and them still come out there and do it. So again, get the opportunity, run as fast as you can, and do what you need to do to make yourself comfortable.
Facts.
which is right. Yeah, and I have a friend over there, I think in South or North Carolina, and the money that he's getting, if he was in New York or California, that gone in a bills. But he's in a state where he can live comfortable with that. And he has two children out here and he's comfortable. He said that he's better off now financially as a regular teacher in America than when he was a vice principal out here.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, this is so funny. So, Kevs, read that comment.
Yeah, yeah, they live hand to mouth, yes, but it's because of expenses.
Yeah,
Boss,
that's why pay the good, brother.
basic expenses, brother. Not even what they're trying to buy
No
clothes
man, the
and
teacher them
shoes.
the teacher them a drive Porsche and Benz.
Yeah.
Because
Boss,
clearly that them a do.
there are some teachers who take bus up to this day, brother. Like they're living basic life and them still
Most
can't
teachers that I know
afford.
actually take public transportation.
Huh?
Most.
Yeah. They're living the most basic life and it's still hard for them afford. Them can't have no pitney because guess what? When pitney come, who will pay for this, who will pay for that? Like there's so much things, there's so much hindrance in the system right now. And this lady, I'm not even remember her name, I come talk a bunch of garbage. But before Anthony Henry say anything else crazy, we'll call it a night. We'll call it a night because we have work early in the morning. Everybody here have work early in the morning and also some
Yeah, brother.
extracurricular activities as well. Um, guys, thank you for another good episode.
Yeah
I
man.
really, really get into some things, but I'll just leave you guys with this. Obviously, big up everyone in the comment section. Big up Ryan. Big up Levon. I'll leave you guys with this. Always remember that there is no value in body count. If a woman's body count is 1, it doesn't make her more valuable than the woman body count who is 2,000. Bear that in mind.
And these are views shared by Kems and only Kems.
Only.
Yep. Big up man them. Respect out.
All right. Have a great night.